Look at this. This lemon curd is so smooth and glossy. It's actually much easier to make than you think. I'm going to show you how to make this from scratch with just simple ingredients that you may already have in your kitchen, no fuss, and you can even can this if you want in your canner, or you can freeze it, so it's very versatile. You can can it, you can freeze it, perfect. There are a few key things that you need to know. I have said time and time again that you should
not can dairy.
And here we have eggs and we have butter. Two of the most restricted ingredients to use when you're canning. This is a tested recipe from the National Center for Home Food Preservation, so it is safe to can as long as you follow a few more specific details in the canning process. I have never done this one before, but I have confidence that it's going to work out, so let's get going. Be sure to stay around until the end because I'm going to show you how I'm going to make my favorite dessert with this graham cracker crumb crust and cream cheese filling and lemon curd on top. I am going to start by zesting my lemons. I need half a cup of lemon zest. Now that I've zested half a cup of lemon, we're going to whisk our eggs. So it's 7 egg yolks, 4 whole eggs. If you have a double boiler, put it in the top of your double boiler. I don't. I'm going to improvise. I'm going to use this bowl on top of a saucepan that it's going to fit, and we'll improvise and make a double boiler. So let's get going. We're going to whisk our eggs. So now we're going to whisk in the sugar and zest. Now I just realized I made a mistake. I wasn't supposed to add my sugar right away, so don't make the same mistake as me. We only put the sugar on when it's on top of the double boiler and is starting to heat, so we'll see if it turns out. I have faith. I think it'll turn out, but we'll see. It's 2.5 cups of a superfine sugar. I couldn't find it anywhere. You just take your regular sugar, run it through your food processor for about a minute. Now we're going to add our lemon zest. And we're going to let this beautiful mixture sit for about 30 minutes, letting all these flavors infuse together. So this is my double boiler setup. It just has to be a really light boil. So we place our mixture on top of the double boiler. This needs to get to 170 degrees. So we're going to see how that's going to go. You just want your water underneath to be at a small simmer. I'm going to add the lemon juice. Give that a stir. And you want to be stirring continuously so nothing sticks. And finally, we're going to add 3/4 cup of chilled butter. Once this is all combined, I'm going to start checking the temperature. Changed up my bowl system a bit. My bowl wasn't sitting deep enough in my pot, so now it seems to be going better. Not the best thermometer, but when I came to take out my other thermometer, my digital one, it was broken. So this is all we've got. I'm not at 170 degrees yet, but you can see that this is really starting to thicken. Looks absolutely beautiful. Once you've reached the desired temperature, 170 degrees, then you're going to stir it for about 5 minutes. You're going to see it's going to continue to thicken. I'm not going to lie. I may have tasted it, and I have to say, it tastes pretty good. So once we've been stirring this for 5 minutes, as you can see, it's getting really nice and thick. So now we need to strain this, because remember, we do have some bits of lemon zest in there. Now we fill our jars, leaving 1/2 inch headspace. You're going to clean the top of your jar off with just a paper towel wet with water. You don't want anything on your rim to prevent your caps from sealing. Put your clean cap on top, your new cap on top. These are 1/2 pint size jars, so 250 milliliter jars if I haven't said. You put your lid on, fingertip tight, and transfer this over to the canner. And proceed to fill all your jars. Should make around 4 jars. Maybe I could have gotten a 4th jar. I don't think so, but it's because I have a plan for this anyway. I tell ya, I can eat this That is so good. Never tasted any lemon curd this tasty. So, but enough about this. We have to can these jars. I have to process these jars. This is the last detail that's very important to remember. Do not heat your canner really, really hot. So they need to be sitting in here with the heat on and your pot heating. But before they get to temperature, they have to be in the hot canner for 20 to 25 minutes before you can start timing. So that means before they get to heat. I don't know if this is clear. I'll put the link to the recipe below so you can look at it and read it yourself. It's really hard to explain how to process this. It's not because it's complicated. It's just to explain it so it's clear. So I'm going to read you word for word how it's written. So you need to not heat your canner to more than 180 degrees Fahrenheit before you put your jars in. Once it gets to temperature, then we process this for 20 minutes. Like I say, I will put the directions in the description below, the link to the website where you can actually see the instructions and read them really clear. I don't feel like I'm getting it across, and it's real important that it's done properly. So anyway, moving on. We're going to bring this up to heat, wait 25 minutes, then process it for 20 minutes, and then they'll be done. So here I'm making one of my all-time favorite desserts. I've made a graham cracker crumb crust. So I just crushed up some graham wafers. I put maybe a tablespoon of butter, cooked that in the oven for 10 minutes. Easy peasy. This is going to be a cream cheese filling. This is just a few tablespoons of cream cheese. And I have here some icing sugar that I ran across the field to borrow from my mom because I had none. So I'm just going to throw some in. I don't really know quite how much. I'll taste it and see if it tastes good, then I'll stop. So once you've got your cream cheese mixture, spoon that on top of your graham cracker crust. Spread it out. Then you're going to spoon your lemon curd right on top. So I did a graham wafer crumb crust, cream cheese mixed with icing sugar, and the lemon curd spooned on top. I'm going to put this in the fridge to see if the lemon curd is going to get a little firmer, kind of like a lemon meringue pie, and I'll check back. Now, what you need to know about these jars is that the storage time is not as long. So these can stay in a cool, dry, dark environment for about 3 to 4 months. After that, it may discolor, separate, so make sure you get rid of it after 3 to 4 months. Eat it up. Please don't waste. It is that good. Make sure you leave your jars sitting untouched for 12 to 24 hours just to make sure that you get that perfect seal. If you find this whole canning process was too complicated, I hope I didn't make it look complicated because it's really not that bad. If it is more than what you want to take on, once you've strained your curd, you've taken out the lemon zest, put them in jars, put them in the freezer. They will last just as long and be just as good, I'm sure. Let's have a look at my lemon square to see how it's coming along. It does look like that lemon curd is starting to firm. See, I can kind of tip it over on the side. Doesn't seem to be going anywhere too bad. But I'm going to let it sit a little bit longer before I give it a taste. I hope you've enjoyed my video. I hope you enjoy my content. If you do, give it a big thumbs up. Don't be shy. Hit that subscribe button and be sure to check back again soon to see what other content I will have coming up.